All right. Do you want to run like an elite runner, but currently your running feels heavy, awkward, harder than it should be? Well, it's not about your fitness. A lot of people try to fix it with more miles, more effort. But what they miss is that running is a skill. Maybe you go on YouTube, you search how to run better. The problem is most popular videos are made by influencers, not coaches. Another problem, there's a big difference between sprinting and running distance. And a lot of people don't tell you that in the beginning. I made a lot of mistakes this way by trying to do warm ups or mechanical drills that were sprinting focused. So you end up learning the wrong mechanics and it does not transfer well to longer distance running. On top of that, most runners are taught to pull themselves forward, not push the ground away. That's a huge mistake. Anyways, my name is Charlie. I'm a certified running coach. I specialize in running gait form and running gait analysis. And if you want to run like an elite, watch this video to the end. I'm going to show you two simple drills that will completely change the way you run. You'll learn the timing, the positions, the techniques that the elite use to run injury free, super fast, and stay in the game forever. All right. So, in this part of the video, I'm going to go over the flow rope and why it is so good for your running. After that, we'll do the tire. But for right now, we'll do the flow rope. Now, in the title, right? It's foot, hip, head. A lot of people run their head does not move, their kind of body moves around it, and that's just not how you run. So it's more dynamic than that. So the flow rope is going to teach you timing and position. It's amazing. So I said foot, hip, head, right? This is a strong position, and on the other side, foot, hip, head. It's in line. My hip's not to one side, it's not inside. Everything's lined and strong. This is the magical position in running. You should be able to stand on one foot for 30 seconds and it should be easy, right? And this hip is up and I'm just like screwed down into the ground. I'm strong here. If you notice in your race day photos, your hip is dropping, your knees coming in. It's not for strengthening your glute. I have a video on that. It's because you need to be in the right position, right? So I'm up tall, I'm long, I'm extended, and I can stay here for a long time. So let's get into it. So why is the flow rope great? I'll teach you how to use it, right? So basically, right, if there are rocks on the ground and I wanted to hit you, right, I'm swinging it up. I'm swinging it up, swing it up. So I'll swing it a couple times on one side. Okay. I'll swing it a couple on this side. Again, if there are rocks on the floor, I would be hitting you, right? I'm not chopping down, I'm coming up and up. Once you can do that, then we can do a couple crosses, right? So on one side, one side. And if you notice, my hip, feet, and head are all aligned. I'm stepping out, stepping out, stepping out, stepping out, stepping out. So this is perfect for running. It's going to teach you a lot of things. One other thing. So I teach like extension-based running. So you're up tall. Most people run like they're jumping rope, right? Their hips are not fully extended. They're kind of sitting back here. They're using their quads more. So I'll demonstrate. It looks like they're jumping rope, right? They're jumping both up and down at the same time. My head's forward, my hips are back, and we do not want to run like that. It's not efficient. You'll get hurt. We want to be tall. So again, the flow rope, when I do the flow rope, I'm tall. It's the complete opposite of this. I'm up, I'm up, I'm up, up and across, up and across, up and across. Also, it also teaches you how to use your spinal engine. I'll do a separate video on that, but it's the relationship between your hips, your shoulders, your spine. You're not like a 1950s robot that's just your legs move like this, right? It's dynamic. Your hips move, your shoulders are moving, your spine is rotating. And the best way to get that is just the flow. It's just such a game changer for my running and my clients. And shout out to Lawrence Van Linden for sharing this awesome information. But again, before your next run, do a couple of these, get it down, and you're going to feel on your run like you have like an extra battery. It's like, oh, that's what running feels like. And that's how you run forever. Okay. Now,
All right.
next up, we have the tire. So this is a tire, an eye hook, a strap from Amazon. Um, I live in an apartment, so I leave this in my car. It's a little annoying. I've also built another one. I'll show you another video on that. But basically, you can use a kettlebell, just do it on grass, or you can use a tire. So let me show you why this position is so important for running. So, so why is this tool perfect for teaching you how to run? Again, like I said, most people run, their hips are back and they're pulling forward like this. We want to learn how to use our glutes. When people try to activate their glutes, they do those clams, but those are completely worthless. Just do this, right? This is actually using your glute in the way you'd use it for running. And so we already did the side to side, and we're basically gonna walk with a little resistance. So it shifts my hips slightly forward, and I can really work on that triple extension, right? My hips are forward, they're pretty neutral, and I have nice triple extension, and I can really feel the stretch here. So my thighs, my hip flexors were all really tight before I started doing this. And the more I do it, just like your running just opens up and it feels so smooth. I had hip pain on this, I had hip bursitis, completely gone. I almost got surgery a couple years ago. Surgeon wanted to shave off some of my bone, but again, all fixed from tire walking. So, yeah, I mean that's the main point of it it's gait specific. So I'm pushing the earth away. As I do so, I extend on this side. My belly button goes to my other foot, and then I shift. Look, my head, hip, foot, all in line. I take a step to the other side. My head goes over, head, hip, foot, and then this up. So, go slow, push, head, foot, hip, and this on the other side, working, push off, push off. These are the same shapes. So again, these two things will cover like 98% of the things you need to know about running. Will make you faster, more efficient, teach you can't over cue someone like how to run. But we're putting in the movement patterns when we're going slow. So then we just go to a run and you're like, oh, this feels different. I feel lighter. Like I feel rhythm. I feel timing. I feel like organized, you know? And it's completely different. So now let's go back to the office. All right. So the reason why we do the tire pull and why it's so great for your hips. Well, one, because we sit all day, we're very hunched forward postures, and our hips get tight and locked. So watch when we see Kipchoge. Do you see, right? His legs just about straight, and he has great hip mobility. Most people lack this. So the shape that he is making is amazing. And most people cannot make that. If I were to draw some attention to, right? That shape right there. If you don't have hip mobility, you're not going to be great at running. And that's what the tire pull is for. It's amazing. That right there. Boom. Done. All right. Now let's look at the flow rope and why that's important and how it shows up in elite athletes, right? So the flow rope does a bunch of things, but it also helps us stack our posture, feet, hips, head, feet, hips, head, and you're off the center line. So let's look at this gentleman. Boom. See foot, hip, head. Boom. Other side. One side. So he's off the center line and his head is always landing on his foot. That's it. So these are the fundamental shapes of running that no one ever talks about, that if you practice correctly will just show up in your running, right? If I was behind you and I said foot, hips, head, you can't be thinking about running, right? You need to get these movement patterns in you when it's slow, and then they show up in your running. Look how beautiful this is. I can watch this all day. Boom, 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 boom. All right. back to me. So if you take the time to work on these two exercises, your running will become totally different. It's going to feel lighter, more controlled. Your heart rate's going to go down. Chances of injury is going to go down. Look, if you want to take it a step further, you can schedule a call with me. We'll take a look at your running. We'll see what's holding you back, and we will get you to your goals. Anyway, I hope this video really helped you. Please like, subscribe, send it to a runner, because more people need to be running, and they need to be running without pain, and they need to be enjoying it. Running should not feel like survival. It should feel smooth and controlled. Again, thanks. See you in the next video.